So we're specifically focused on the air going through the pipe and creating a healthy buzz. I have the students do this for up to 5 minutes a day. And the reason why is if you don't sound listenable, no one's going to listen to you. So it doesn't matter how accurately you play the notes or the rhythms. If you don't sound good, no one's going to want to listen to you. So while you're on your breaks, do this every single time you play at the beginning. It's going to hone in what's happening here. Do as long as you can. Add different rhythms. Then start adding different registers, medium, low, highs. As much as you can. After you've warmed up, which is doing a lot of lead pipe leveling, we're going to put our slide back in. Reminder when you're putting your slide in. Playing instruments face the correct direction. The lever or the spit valve, this part right here, is on the bottom. So I put it in, nice and easy. Wiggle it in. I don't force it in, I don't slam it in, just nice and easy. The lever is on the bottom. Same with this one over here. Right. So now that I've done my buzzing, once again, I want to focus on quality of sound. I'll just play all the notes, all 5 notes, very slowly. We talk about in class different straws. So on one end of the spectrum, we have the boba straw. In the middle, we have a Coke. And at the end, we have a coffee cup. So we have small, medium, large. And your air is either going through a small hole, a large hole, medium hole, or small hole. When you're going through the large hole, you say ah, and you open up in your mouth. And you blow a lot of air, warm air through a large hole. Ooh, for the medium air through a medium hole. And E, little air very fast through a small hole. Fast air through a small hole is going to cause the pitch to go up. Slow air through a large hole is going to cause it to go down. So our tongue goes up, our mouth closes, and we say E, and we blow a little bit of air through a fast hole, and that's how we get higher notes. Right. And so it's just something we talk about in class, and I wanted to talk about it here so that you can remind your student if they're struggling to hit those notes, don't maybe close up a little bit. Now be sure that close up doesn't mean tension. You'll be able to tell. Tension you'll be able to see here, maybe in the chest, shoulders, even in the face. Sometimes you might see a face scrunch up if they're trying to go to lower, higher notes. And as you hear, the sound is not as open, it's not relaxed, and you'll be able to tell. As opposed to. Right. So that's the biggest problem. Well, not the problem, but that's the biggest struggle of playing the brass instrument is being able to go up. With that being said, our main focus is quality of sound and performance. So we're going to go to hot cross buns. When we play hot cross buns, we want to make sure we say 2, the notes are connected, and then it sounds good. Here's what it sounds like. Hot cross buns. So as we go on, the next thing I want to draw your attention to, so far we have quality of buzz, how to play high notes, quality of sound. Now the stillness of the body. When I play, I'm nice and still. I'm not moving around, closing and opening. I'm not slouching down. I'm nice and tall and still. This is going to allow a consistency of air coming from your lungs, up your chest, through your neck, out your mouth. Therefore, your sound will also become more consistent. So consistent you hold, more consistent the sound. Here's French folk song. So French folk song, making sure that we have the accurate notes. We're slamming down our fingers and moving each finger very fast. And also we're connecting our notes. If you hear this, the air is being stopped. That's once again causing tension. You'll be able to see it in my neck. We don't want that. We want our air consistently going. All right. So make sure to remind your student or yourself, is my air consistently going through each measure? Flying high has a note that we have not played yet. So far we have C, D, E, and now we have F. As we go higher, remember, think about faster air through a smaller air column. So let's talk about hold. So the student should know how to hold their left hand and the right hand. With that being said, there's some habits that may creep in about now. As you start feeling like you're cooler, you got the instrument down, we might start seeing some flat fingers or fingers overhanging the valves. Our right hand needs to stay tall and on top of the valves. This is for two reasons. One is for yourself and one is for the instrument. When your fingers are on top and tall, you're more consistent, you can push down faster, and it'll sound more clean that way. Secondly, if you're pushing down on an angle, the inside of each valve is very soft, and you're going to start causing the valve to warp, which means it'll start sticking more often because your hands are not on top. So you care for your instrument and invest in the future by keeping your fingers nice and tall. You can check by having a nice C shape right there. I'm going to skip to page 16, which is waltz for band. Now here's the crux. Here's when brass playing becomes hard, because we start recycling. Because we only have 3 valves, we start recycling fingering patterns. So once again, when you think about low to high, or even better, slow to fast. Slow air equals low notes, fast air equals high notes. I think slow to fast. Thing to mind in band boogie is the 3-beat rests and measures 2, 4, 6, and 8. Please respect those rests as you practice. Do not hold over on notes. That would cause us to sound much more immature. But if we cut off after one beat, it'll sound much better that way. The last song we're going to play is Ode to Joy. Sorry, I have two more songs. Ode to Joy is first. When we play Ode to Joy, we want to now start focusing on how loud we play. So that's the volume of air you use, right? Think about a hose, and if you close it off, right, you have no air going. You're going to be piano. If you let it all open, you have a lot of air going. There'll be forte. So we want half volume. Secondly, it measures 4 and 8. Our Ode to Joy differs from the traditional Ode to Joy. We have quarter, quarter, half, quarter, quarter, half. In the original, it's a dotted quarter, eighth rhythm. Here is our version and then the original. The original is incorrect. Please read the correct rhythm. Our version. Original. Please make sure you read our version. Lastly, as we go on, we're going to add another new note, which is A. Same fingerings as the E, but remember, it's just faster air. Think about that hose again. If you pinch a hose, the air shoots faster. It's the same idea with your air. Page 19 is long, long ago. In addition to the new note, we also have slurs, which connect two or more notes together. So all we do is just don't tongue in between your notes. Here's a slur. Here's a slurred. I changed my notes without tonguing. Now here's non-slurred. There's the tongue in between. So when you see that slur underneath, don't tongue your notes. Long, long ago, page 19. So let me recap. First and most important thing is quality of sound. How we get that is a consistent buzz and good air. When we go through slowly so that you get the correct rhythms and the correct notes with that good sound. As you go higher, think about a hose closing off and they are going faster. Think about boba straw, Coke straw, coffee cup straw. Think about ah, oo, e syllables. Those are your focuses. Have a restful and productive break. Thank you.